Hey guys, am I audible?
Yeah.
We'll wait for another minute, couple of more minutes, and then we'll start.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, I think we can get started now. Let me share my screen. We have seen, one second. Okay, you can see my screen, guys, right? So we have seen how to do a simple print in our yesterday's closing lecture when we were, about to, when we have just started the output, how to print in Python. So today, so there are, print function that I will be going to teach you is divided into 8 parts, 8 to 9 parts, right? And what we have seen yesterday was the first part. Now today, let's see how to print the value in same line, multiple values in same line. So this is the second part of print statement. So in order to print multiple values in same line, there are a couple of ways by which we can do that. First one is print with single parameter. I mean, we use plus symbol, which is known as concatenation sign or concatenation symbol. And then second one is using comma. So these are the two ways by which we can print multiple values in the same line. Okay. Now let me go to PyCharm. I'll show you using the plus symbol, which is known as concatenation. So let's say if A is hello and I am doing print A plus word. So what I'm doing here, So I am concatenating this string. So this A will contain hello, and then it will concatenate world at the end of it. So once I'll run, it will print hello world. Now, if you look closely, let's talk about the parameters that this print function can accept, right? So right now in this case, how many parameters, sorry, how many arguments it is accepting? It is accepting one argument, right? So A plus word. So both of these basically constitutes only one parameter. This is only one argument in the print function. So a print function can accept one argument or it can accept more than one argument, right? Also, it can accept zero arguments. So what happens when we give zero arguments? We'll see it later on. So for now, just understand that this print function can accept zero argument or one argument or greater than one argument. Now, when it is accepting one argument, which you are seeing currently in the case in the example that I've shown you, in the case of where it is accepting only one argument, so plus symbol, what we have used here, how many times you will be using plus symbol, it will still be the one argument in the print function, right? So if you concatenate, let's say 5 to 6 words using multiple plus symbol, it will still be, together will be counted as a one argument. How, what I am saying is, let's say I can concatenate more words, right? Hello world, this is Python. Although it looks like at the first glance, it looks like it is, accepting 5 arguments, but no, using the concatenation sign, it is just concatenating and forming a single string, and at the end of the day it is just the one argument which is being passed to the print function. So if I run this, it will still, it will basically concatenate every word and it will print the final word. So this is the first way where you can print multiple values in the same line. So these are multiple values, right? And you are printing them in the same line. Now, second way is print A, and if I'll give comma, word, right? So here, if you can see, if I'll just comment out the above line, if I'll run this, it is again printing hello world, right? Now, in this case, if you look closely, how many arguments are there? There are 2 arguments, right? Now, let me add more, arguments here. Whatever I have, given in the above example where I was showing you concatenation symbol. Okay. Now, in this case, when you are reprinting the values using comma, so comma is basically used to separate the arguments. So how many arguments are there in this particular print statement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arguments, right? Greater than 1. So if I'll run this program, it will again print hello world, this is Python. Now there is a catch, or there is a small difference, right? The difference is that it will basically, when you are printing using concatenation sign and when you are concatenating the words, you see here there is no additional space, introduced between the words here. There is no additional space, and every word basically concatenated into a single word without any space. But when you are concatenating, or when you are printing the multiple values using comma, you can see between each of these words there is a space, right? Why so? Because these are considered as separate arguments, and each of these argument is basically separated by a space by default in Python. Whereas this is one single argument, so it just concatenate the word and it will print, together without any space. So this is the difference between concatenation as well as comma. When you are printing using comma, this is the difference. uh, 1 second. Yeah, so this is the only difference between these two. Now, next part, let's see next part of print, what we are what we'll be discussing in next part. Okay, before that, I'll just show you one more thing. um, Here you can, so here I have just used string. So you can use any number of any data type here. Instead of string, you can also use, let's say, set. So this is set, and let's say here, instead of this, I'm using boolean, and I'm using none here. So when I'll run this, see, it is printing every argument that you have passed. So these arguments can be of any data type. Whereas in this, whenever you are concatenating the words, so these concatenated, words that you are trying to concatenate should be in a string format. Otherwise, you will not be able to do that. So this also you can remember this, that the parameters or the arguments that you are passing in print function can be of any type, any data type. Now, next thing is, we will see how do we print using a format function. So using a format function, so format function can be used in three ways. It can be used using curly braces, it can be used using positional arguments, and it can be used using keyword arguments. So let's see one by one. Let me remove this. So how format function works is, let's say I'm writing down, okay. So what I'm doing here, I'm using a format function. And what I'm formatting? I'm formatting this particular string which I have given in print statement. And these are the placeholders. These curly braces, open curly braces and closing curly braces. This denotes a placeholder which can be dynamically, replaced later on, whatever I'm providing as an argument in the format function. So